Poor mechanic fixed a stranger girl's car for free, unaware. She's a millionaire CEO. Few hours later, he gets the shock of his life. Jake Miller wiped his greasy hands on a worn rag, staring at the last car he had just repaired. Life had never been easy for him. At 28, he had spent most of his adult years balancing bills, rent, and the daily grind at his small auto repair shop in a quiet Ohio town. Despite the struggles, Jake had a kind heart and unwavering determination. His denim jacket and worn-out jeans told the story of long hours, sweat, and dedication. He loved cars and loved helping people, even if the pay was never enough to live comfortably. Suddenly, the hum of a sleek black Tesla cut through the quiet evening. The car stopped just outside the shop, and a woman stepped out. Olivia West, 32, carried herself with effortless confidence. Her tailored navy blazer and white blouse contrasted sharply with Jake's worn attire, and her perfectly styled blonde hair caught the fading sunlight. She looked tense, her blue eyes scanning the ground, clearly worried. As she approached the shop, Jake noticed the expensive bag she carried and assumed she might be someone who usually relied on high-end dealerships for help. "Hi, my car won't start and I have a meeting I can't miss," Olivia said, her voice polite but tinged with urgency. Jake nodded, walking over to inspect the vehicle. It was a Tesla, modern and complicated, but he could tell immediately it was a minor electrical issue. Most mechanics would charge hundreds for a quick fix, but looking at her anxious expression, Jake felt compelled to help. "I'll take care of it. Don't worry about the cost," he said, simply shrugging as if it was no big deal. Olivia blinked, surprised. While he worked, Olivia watched quietly, noticing the careful precision in his movements. He adjusted wires, checked circuits, and ran diagnostics with focused concentration. There was a sincerity in the way he treated the car, as if he understood its quirks and respected it, not just the money it represented. Time passed quickly, and within 40 minutes, the Tesla roared back to life. Jake stepped back, wiping his hands again. "All fixed," he said with a friendly smile. Olivia's lips parted in astonishment. She hadn't expected someone to fix her car for free. Olivia handed Jake her business card, a polite gesture of gratitude. "If you ever need anything, call me," she said softly. Jake chuckled, assuming it was just a polite way of saying thanks. Little did he know, this simple act of kindness would spark a chain of events that would change his life. As she drove away, Jake returned to his small workshop, unaware that the stranger he had helped so casually was no ordinary customer, but a millionaire CEO who had been deeply impressed by his honesty and generosity. A few hours after Olivia drove away, Jake returned to his small apartment, exhausted from a long day of work. He threw his jacket on the chair, expecting a quiet evening of takeout and a worn-out couch. Just as he was about to settle in, a knock at the door startled him. Opening it, he found Olivia standing there, dressed casually in jeans and a hoodie, but her presence still commanding attention. Her eyes held a warmth that contrasted with the sharp confidence he had noticed earlier. "Hi, Jake. I hope I'm not disturbing you," she said politely, her voice calm yet firm. Jake stepped aside, motioning her in. "Sure. What brings you here?" he asked, curious and slightly confused. Olivia smiled, holding a small folder. She explained that she was the CEO of West Innovations, a leading tech company based in New York. She had purposely downplayed her wealth earlier, not wanting to overwhelm someone she felt genuinely kind. "I needed to see the person who fixed my car without expecting a dime," she said. Jake blinked, astonished. Helping her hadn't seemed extraordinary to him, but Olivia made it feel monumental. Olivia handed him a check, and Jake's eyes widened as he saw the amount. It was enough to pay off his debts, buy a reliable car, and even save for the future. I don't know what to say," he stammered, overwhelmed by the generosity. Olivia laughed softly. "You don't have to say anything. Just keep being who you are. That's what really matters." Jake couldn't believe the twist of fate. A simple act of kindness had led to this unexpected opportunity, and his heart raced at the thought of how quickly life could change. Over the next few weeks, Olivia kept in touch, inviting Jake to visit West Innovations headquarters. She introduced him to her team, showing him how much she trusted him. Impressed by his honesty and dedication, she offered him a partnership as the company's head mechanic for their growing fleet. Jake, the humble mechanic from Ohio, was suddenly stepping into a world he had never imagined. It wasn't just the money or the recognition, it was the respect and trust that meant more than anything he had ever received. Jake's life transformed in ways he could never have anticipated. He could finally breathe without worrying about bills or broken cars. Yet more importantly, he realized that the small act of helping a stranger without expecting anything in return had created a ripple effect far beyond his imagination. Olivia had seen something in him that no one else had, and that recognition became the turning point of his life. From that day forward, Jake worked with renewed purpose, proving that kindness and integrity could indeed open doors that money alone could never unlock.